This is the only Etsy dropshipping guide you'll ever need. I'm gonna show you A to Z, a complete tutorial on how to get started, how to start making sales, and how to scale your shop. We'll cover everything from finding the right product to list on Etsy, to setting those listings up using specific software that will handle everything for you after you create the product, and even touch on some really cool tools that not many people even know about or use, so you can have a massive advantage over everyone else that's dropshipping on the website. I'm still really bullish on Etsy dropshipping, both for this year and for the foreseeable future. I believe there's a lot of opportunity here, and one of the things that I love most about this is how hands-off it can be once you set the listing up. Sure, it might take you a little bit of time initially, maybe 5-10 minutes per listing with some software, but obviously as you get more experience and you do a few more, you'll find that the process becomes much faster and much smoother. And AI, a print-on-demand company, and one of the other softwares can do everything for us. I will show you all that here in this tutorial. And after you create your listings, they'll just sit there and generate sales for you, aside from occasionally answering the customer message that you might get randomly, which are much less frequent on Etsy than they are on somewhere like Amazon or Facebook Marketplace, for example. The process is almost entirely automated after. And the company that we'll be using to dropship handles everything for us, from monitoring the stock levels to processing the orders to shipping the products directly to our customers, and they'll even automatically update the tracking information in our Etsy account for us. This integration with Etsy makes the entire process automated and seamless, which is why I'm such a big fan of it. Now, there's two primary ways to approach dropshipping on Etsy. One method will get you into trouble and will inevitably get your account suspended, and the other method is a bit more involved initially, but it's fully compliant with Etsy's terms of service, allowing you to dropship long-term on the platform. The wrong way to dropship is to take listings from sites like eBay, AliExpress, Amazon, or other similar platforms and then sell them on Etsy. That's a big no-no. It's against Etsy's terms of service, and it will definitely not work for very long. And you'll end up on the endless hamster wheel of getting suspended and then needing a new account. Not worth it. I see people do this all the time. The right way to do it is by creating your own print-on-demand products, which is much easier than you might think, especially with the tools that we'll cover in this video. And in this tutorial, I'll show you exactly how to do that using a platform like Gelato. Gelato allows you to dropship products to your customers while staying within Etsy's guidelines. Etsy allows dropshipping of products that are either vintage or handmade, and print-on-demand items fall completely under the handmade category. Now, to get started with Etsy dropshipping the way that I'm going to show you, you'll need four main things. First and foremost, without a doubt, you need an Etsy account. The second thing is a Gelato account. The third is ChatGPT. You don't need the actual paid version, although it can help. And the fourth is a software called Vectorizer. Now, if you don't have an Etsy account yet, just go ahead and sign up for that. Then sign up for Gelato, which is completely free through that first link in the description. Gelato takes a small cut of each sale, but before your product goes live, they'll show you exactly what their cut will be and how much it will cost to ship the item to your customers. That way you can price your products to ensure that you're profitable on every sale. And keep in mind, they're doing everything after the fact, so they're taking a small percentage for all of the work. Now, before diving into the product research or design process, you'll need to connect your Etsy account to Gelato so everything flows back and forth automatically. So once you're signed up for Etsy and once you're signed up for Gelato, you want to go to your stores on the left and then go to direct integrations, and under that you'll see Etsy. That will take you directly into Etsy, where you can sign into your Etsy account and you'll connect automatically from there into Gelato. It's really that simple. This is going to push all of your automated products that we create on Gelato to our Etsy shop so that you can get sales and get paid. While Gelato handles all the grunt work for us, like printing and making products, to shipping, to inputting tracking numbers into our orders so that customers can obviously track and see their packages, you name it. Now, once your accounts are connected, you're ready to start creating. So the first step in creating a successful listing is to obviously ensure that you're designing products that people actually want. Just like any other platform, the product that you list is crucial to your success. And I've done so many other product research tutorials, so I will link one at the bottom of the description if you want to check that out. Now, assuming that you found a hot selling product with promise, this would be an example of one. Obviously, this isn't one that I've researched. It's just an example that I thought was cool to show you in the tutorial. You'll want to take this design, recreate it, make it your own, and make it better, right? We are not copying designs. We are simply improving upon something that's already working, something that's already proven to sell, making the design better, making the listing better, more SEO friendly, and obviously improving upon it tenfold so that ours becomes the more attractive design in search results when customers are deciding which one to buy. It's not rocket science. Take what's working, improve upon it. Now you have the better offer. And if you do that consistently enough, you will get consistent sales, I promise you. So the first thing that we would do here is obviously just go to one of the shirts. Now I like to take a snippet image of the actual logo here because I don't want it to get the entire white background and the lines of the shirt. It's going to make it more difficult to explain to AI what design we're actually talking about, right? We don't want it to put it on a t-shirt. We just literally want to recreate the design. So then I'm going to go back into ChatGPT and I'm going to paste that design in there and say, recreate this design similarly, but better. Give me 4 examples. All right, so here's a few examples. This one's golf dad right here. This one's golf dad right there. That's not bad at all either. And then obviously this one right here too. So we could take any number of these designs and then obviously make them our t-shirt. So this one's pretty simple. As an example, we're going to use this one. So again, we're going to take a snippet image of this because if you download this from ChatGPT, it's just going to download it as like a Chrome HTML document. So take a snippet image of it, save it. Now you're going to take it into a program called Vectorizer. And what Vectorizer does is it isolates all the specific colors in the actual listing. And what Vectorizer does is it isolates all the specific colors in that photo, and then it allows you to hide certain colors, ultimately making it a transparent PNG. And this is a game changer for print on demand because when I first started this a while ago, you had to do this all manually yourself or you had to hire somebody to do it. If you did it manually, it took forever. If you hired somebody to do it, it eventually got expensive as you obviously scale with more and more listings. But now with a software like this, you don't have to. It's so simple. So what we could do is we could obviously isolate the colors. So I'm going to make it just black, green, and tan or whatever that color is. Then tan is the background, as you can see. So we're going to hide tan, and then you'll see it turns it into a transparent PNG. Boom, which we can then put on any t-shirt, mug, backpack, whatever for our print on demand store. Then we're going to download that in a PNG format. There we go. And now we have an improved, simpler design that we can put on, again, a t-shirt just like this one, a sweatshirt, whatever else we want. And now we're going to go back into Gelato, which is our print on demand software, and we're going to pick something to put it on. So you could obviously put it on a t-shirt just like they did, put it on a sweatshirt, a hat, whatever. I'm going to find a t-shirt just to make it simple and obviously keep it very similar to what the original listing was. So we'll find one that they like. Obviously everybody goes with the Gildan usually. That's like a nice easy one to start with. So we'll click into that. We'll say start designing. And now we're just going to drop our design in there. Make sure you've got the transparent PNG. And just to show you guys, like, I don't think I've ever shown this in a tutorial before. Like, I'm not just saying that I could do this or that you could do this. I literally have done this. So like, look how many designs we have here. There's literally tens of thousands as we go down. Like, it's so easy now. There's no excuses. It's never been this easy before with Vectorizer, with AI. You can do this in a few minutes per design, even less if you get good at it. And then a week from now, a month from now, you could have hundreds or thousands of designs up, all potentially earning sales for you while you sit back and do nothing and let Gelato do all the work for you. Game changer. So again, now that we've dropped our design in there, you can see it on the actual shirt. We want to drag it out as big as possible in that design window. Not too big, but big enough so that it's obviously visible and centered. So that's what it would look like on a white t-shirt. And the benefit of obviously the transparent PNG is it's going to look good on white, black, red, whatever. You can put it on any specific color because again, it's transparent. Now, I like to do it like that. You could also add text from within the software, although I typically usually do that in something like AI and then just drop the design in here. The benefit of Gelato is not necessarily, in my opinion, designing, although you can. As you can see here, you can add text, you can add shapes, you can add Shutterstock images here as well. They also let you design in a number of different ways too, but I find it easier to design first in something like ChatGPT or DALL-E, which obviously is ChatGPT, or any AI software like that, and then use something like Vectorizer, drag the design in, and then let Gelato handle all the logistics, the shipping, the tracking information, all for you, the printing of the product, etc. And then once you add your design in Gelato, you can use these two ChatGPT prompts to get the actual listing title and the listing description as well as the tag. So literally I just put that same PNG image design into ChatGPT, and then I'll put this prompt in based on what I'm actually designing, right? So I'm putting this design on a, so ChatGPT knows, t-shirt in this case, for my Etsy print on demand store, please create me a great title and description that I can use that will communicate why this is awesome and why they should buy it, but is also full of SEO and good keywords to help my listing rank in Etsy search result higher. Then once it gives me that, I obviously put the title and the description in. Literally done in like a minute. I don't have to think about it. Again, that was a lot of time consuming tasks that I used to have to do in my Etsy dropshipping business. You don't have to do that anymore. AI does a better job than you anyway. Trust me, give it a shot, test this prompt. Then for the tags, again, I used to hate sitting there. It's not that tedious when you're doing like one listing, but as you're listing multiple products, dozens, potentially hundreds or thousands, the last thing you're gonna wanna do is think of 13 tags every single time. So I literally just tell ChatGPT, can you give me 13 tags in comma format for this that would help my Etsy SEO to get more views and more visibility, make more sales, and make sure that each tag that you give is under 15 characters long, because that's the longest that it can be on Etsy. And then it will literally spit that back to you. I paste it in the tags, boom, 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 set my price, and I'm done. That is how easy it is to start and scale an Etsy dropshipping business using print-on-demand products today. Again, all you need, ChatGPT. You don't need the expensive version. You can use the free one if you want to, or any other AI software, Copilot, whatever. Obviously, an Etsy account, Vectorizer, which is cheap. I think it's like $10 a month. And there's even like a small package that you can test it out, I think for 7 days. It's like $5 a month, and then just cancel if you don't like it. But obviously you've seen the power of it already. And then finally, Gelato. Gelato is a game changer that allows you to take your time out of the equation. Once you're done listing something and you see, literally, I slowed this down to show you in this tutorial, but it must have taken me 10 minutes, 15 max to show you. Realistically, if I was doing it on my own, it would have taken me 2-3 minutes. Get a bunch of listings up on your store fast, and then Gelato handles everything else. You don't have to do anything. So again, if you'd like to try Gelato, you can do so completely free through that first link in the description. Really hope it helps, guys. As always, this is just what works for me.